Alright, welcome to the Cat's Garage. This is going on the Dirka YouTube channel. I'll be making short videos throughout the process, but I have today, and today pretty much only, to get this done. We are going to be putting the Hardtop Hardcore M2 Hardtop double diagonal roll bar into the Miata today. So we're getting it all ready. Took the hardtop back off. I'm going to be pulling the seats out to give myself plenty of room to work with. We've been following the instructions that were on the website and everything else. And an additional thing is I'm just going to add a little bit of flair. I'm going to put paint inside of the words there on the valve cover, make them stand out a little bit. But anyway, those are a couple things I'm going to have going on. Yep, I have Project 22 Wannabe sitting outside. Give myself lots of room here to put stuff in the garage, and it's supposed to get up into the high 60s today, so we'll see. All right, anyway. Get back on the interstate, so so we're about an hour into the process of installing the Hardtop roll bar, and just kind of, yes, it is dirty. This is going to be a great opportunity for me to vacuum out the leaves and everything else that have gotten into the car over the last decade or so. But anyway, on to the other thing. So removing the seats, great idea. So there's 4 bolts. And you're gonna have to apply some pretty good pressure on those to get them broken loose. But once they're broken loose, at least mine came right out. So once again, my car has no rust, so I don't have to deal with that, which is great. I love it. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna move on to the side panels, or these shock tower panels. Once again, like I said, removing the seats is gonna make this process so much easier. So there's a weather strip that goes right in here. So there's a weather strip that comes right in here, and you're gonna have to... Darn spam phone callers that interrupted my video. But anyway, get back to it. Removing the door sills right here, that's gonna allow you access to remove this piece of rubber weather stripping. And then to remove the covers here and everything else, there's 2 screws up here for this portion. It's like a little seal. You're going to remove that, and then you're going to come inside, undo all your... Hello, spider. Oh, you can tell it's fall. All the spiders are trying to... Another phone call. Dang it. Anyway, so you're going to come in here. I had the factory wind blocker in here, so there's 2 screws that you have to remove on each side, and then that factory wind blocker will come right out. And then once I did that, I came in, I removed all these little push pins. It's great having one of these tools right here. You can get them at AutoZone or any auto parts store. They're great because you just put it in and pry them out. So highly recommend getting one of these anytime you're removing these little plastic pins, so you don't break them or ruin them completely. So anyway, so I removed the factory wind blocker. Once that is out of here, there's going to be a little push pin on the actual cover itself where the seatbelt is, and then that's going to be up here like that. So you're going to pull that out. Once that is out, this is removed. Now you have the availability to remove this plastic piece. Now there is a couple of little push pins, which I'll end up removing these, putting them back on the plastic, and then pushing them back in. But to get to this point right here, there's a little slit and there's a little slide-on tab. Once this is removed, you can pull that out and slide that little tab out. And once that's out, this will pop off. The little seatbelt D-ring will pop off extremely easy. And then you can just pull it out and then take the seatbelt and slide it through that slit that's already in the piece there. Moving on from there, and I'll show you that piece here in a second, but I'm in the car right now, so once you get that done, I also removed all the tabs from the carpet because I'm gonna have to remove this package tray. So all you have to do is just pull out the 4 pins, and once those 4 pins are removed, it gives you access to the bolts you're gonna need to remove to get rid of that package tray. Coming back up in here, now there's a ton of these. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more of these little plastic pins, which here I'll show you what they look like. So 13 of these additionally, once you put the top up to put that in. And then you also have to get rid of these little rubber stoppers right here for the little things that your soft top leans down onto. So you'll have to remove those too, which is just a screw. So I haven't removed those yet, but I'll pull this out. Let me go take you and I'll show you this panel real quick to kind of show you what I'm talking about, because it's always better to be able to see stuff. So this is the panel itself. This is the driver's side one. Yes, I'm separating everything. Passenger side over there, driver's side over there, and there's the factory wind blocker. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is the driver's side panel. You got those clips, one there, and then that is just a plug to show, to align with, and there's another alignment plug right there. There's nothing attached into those, so you don't have to worry too much about those. And then this is the slit that's already in there, so you can slide your seatbelt out. And then there's this piece here. So don't forget, this is the little clip piece that just slides onto that there. And that's what connects the back side of that together. So like I was saying, all you have to do is once you remove those screws, pull it apart. It comes apart like that, and then you can easily take that off by sliding it off. One-handed, yep. And then that, like I said, that seatbelt ring, and then it'll easily just come right out of there. You won't break any of the ends or tabs off on it. Some other things to note. Well, once again, this is driver's side. Making sure to keep it all separated. Another thing to note is this is holding your top seatbelt harness in place. So, fumble. Anyway, there's a bunch of different spacers in there. When you take this apart, just make sure that when you pull this piece out, if this little tab here, this threaded tab, if that's not on there, all these pieces will slide off, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be maybe reusing some of these, so you don't want to lose any of those. So just be careful when you're pulling this out, because this tab wasn't on this one when I pulled it out. So they all came loose, but luckily I had my fingers in there and I caught them all. So just a little tip and trick, so you don't lose any of those spacers. All right, so we have the package tray carpet removed. And coming in here, looking at it all. So we have to remove part of this package tray and stuff like that. Yeah. So moving forward. Oh, and then the carpet needs to be pulled down, which it's easy enough to just pull it down and crease it like that. And we're going to continue to move on, but I need to remove all of these 10mm bolts that hold this package tray in place. So we're going to get that out of here, and we're going to keep moving on, and I will take little videos along the way, especially if I find anything that's peculiar in any way, shape, or form, and then we'll continue to move on. So, alright then. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so here we are at the back of the car. So just came in. There's little push rivets on the NB. So I took out the back panels here, which gives access all the way up to the front. So who knows, if you took out your front seat, you could probably get a pair of skis in this car. So if you just had all this stuff removed. Anyway, right there is the fuel tank. And took off the backing plate here along with the felt covers that covered all this up here to give access to up there as well. And we're just going to continue to move along. I got everything off and set aside there in the garage. All kinds of Miata parts in there now. Once again, just really happy with how clean this car is, with zero rust or anything in it. So this is where we are right now. Yeah, so we're gonna find out what we all have to trim here. So I might end up having to trim some stuff up there. I'm not for sure yet with the NB. I know pre-99 you do, so we're gonna keep going along with what the instructions tell us to do. Alrighty then.